ready for it.
Bum 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 bum. Waper, good morning. How are you doing here, Sunday then? Sort of forgetting myself. How are you feeling today? Bum 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 ba ba dum bum. Preparing dinner. Dinner is good. It's one of my top 3 meals. We're starting normal time. I'm ready here. It's the first day of school. My nephew here. He's gotten on the bus. It was early. Imagine that. The first day, the bus was early. Waters. It's here. Not spider, it's just hair. Lovely. Lovely. How much space we have? Is it there? 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 Still just getting ready myself. We'll begin the game, everybody, at about 9 a.m. for me then. That's 14 minutes. Can I beat a Minesweeper real quick? I think I can. I won't take that chance. Dang it. I was on a roll. Get back down there. Probably here. Whew. Dang it. Ah, that was like a 1 in 3. Boo. Moon, hello there. How are you doing? Gosh, I was doing good. I was gonna be a pretty good time too. That was safe up there, and then where was it here? Alright, I could have figured that out. Yeah. How are you doing here today, Moon? Well, come on in. New dynasty starting today. For at least a week. For at least a week, we'll say. We'll play this dynasty. Here's the monarch you're following. Got a sprained ankle. Well, I hope you feel better then. How did you get your sprained ankle you had mentioned? My tooth still... I still haven't been to the dentist about my tooth, but it's doing a little bit better at the moment. Not that I should ignore it. I'm based upon... I'm King Mo today. And this is based upon my cat. Alright? And I'm going to be role-playing addition to you guys role-playing this week. And I'll try to switch characters every day based upon who is king. And if you've paid attention. Right? That's the worst way to get anything done. It's just totally accidental. Your brain just turns off for a second. And the human body is flawed. It's squishy. Hope you feel better. Mo, if you know who my cat Mo is, and his personality that I've talked about, Mo will not be a very nice monarch, probably. At least not to, peasants, maybe. The vermin of the world. We need to check out these. Just nailed it. Salute to you, Moon. The nephews just got on the bus. It's our first week of school for the nephews. The older one went today. The younger one won't go till tomorrow. He's only 3 days. Still pre-K. The older one, Cowboy, is so excited for school. Beehole, I'm excited to see you. How are you doing today? That might... See that? Welcome on in, Beehole. A patrician. One on each side so far we have. We'll play this dynasty for a week long. You are Groot. I am Groot. I like Groot. My mother loves Baby Groot a lot. She has a couple, she has the dancing Baby Groot, sort of, that sings Michael Jackson. She has a couple plushies. She hasn't seen 3. I said 3's out on Disney Plus, Mom. You can watch the new Groot movie. New Groot movie. He's the star. Groot's the star, right? I haven't seen Galaxy 3 either, though. Another song.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the best, it was the best, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the best.
You stupid monkey! My pat and my count are alcoholics. You will see me do the sips wine forever and almost always when I'm playing as Pat and an account. Pats are the funnest to roleplay, too, still, to me. I still believe Pats are my S tier. That's why I put them in here. I love to be a Pat. It's just so much fun to roleplay as. And then to try to win as. It's hard to win as a Pat, but it's fun to win as a Pat. Sometimes you have to plan it out. And since we're playing a Dynasty, you know, plan out how much money you want to do. If we're playing, you know, every day this week. Decide maybe, hey, like Thursday, I go all in. Let's go. I promise to win. Let's get a win. This feeling inside. I'm back. Miro, hello there. Come on. Don't got much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. Lost it for a second, but got it there. How are you doing, Miro? Is it region or gender first? Gender first, I believe. If you're just if you're trying to pick who you are here. How are you doing, BVC? So it's join. Yeah, he counts, I think. How are you doing here today? Welcome on in, Marrow. Okay. Till the blood pulls up around my shoe. Oh, buried in your arms, shattered and deformed. Don't you know I love ya? Don't you know I love ya? Don't you know I love ya? Tell me that you love me, or I'm gonna have to slaughter you. Ouch. Well, hope you take care here. Hurricanes are no joke. We're a little far inland, but we felt them before. What else do Anybody that recognizes this song, I will probably love forever. Never give it up. Oh gosh, probably here. All right. Daybreak back. I got this, right? And we are playing by roleplay rules here today, wherein, if you have not seen that during a Twitch stream before, I will be hiding the statistics during the game. You will not get to know exactly how you are doing in your schemes. Don't flag mine. That's fine, but thank you then. So 50-50 here, which means a 50-50 here. There's a 50-50 here. Makes me inclined to believe, like, these three are probably safe, because it's like a... Yeah, alright. Probably here. Though I could have saved that until I had a better chance. This is a win. This is a win, right? We got this. Don't go too fast. Bollocks. It's probably here. Which means here, here. Here. There. Bam. Whew. Alright. Not a good time, but I paused a little bit. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be, wherever you may be today. Welcome on in, everybody. This is the beginning of the Khan Dynasty. I am Mo Khan. My father is away fighting wars, and I have been placed in charge of the kingdom. Am I ready to take on this responsibility? I do not know. Care for the bees. Ah, yes, the bees. I hate the bees. Silly little insects. Daybreak is ending over the kingdom. Another reign is beginning here. They are beneath Mo. I care not for the bees. If you care for the bees, that is your concern. Mo does not. Petty bees. Don't waste your bee problems upon me. Bee demon. And, we'll give you that one glimpse then. At the stats. If you don't know the starting stats, I guess the starting stats for everything. But that will be it. That will be it. And we'll go over here and then let me get rid of Minesweeper, and then I think I've got them working. Here's this little. I'll bring up bars during like the voting and everything, so we can't see what the stats are that you are voting for. So boom, boom, just like that. I'll leave the money up there. That is our last glimpse. The bees are magical guardians. Preposterous. Ephra, welcome on in. You are a patrician for the game. Everybody will have a starting stack of 1,000 gold, of course. And your money carries over from game to game. Your stats will carry over, even though we won't see them from game to game. How are you doing, Ephra? Welcome on in. We're doing hidden stats this week, Waper. Yes. We're not allowed to see them. We'll go council introductions first. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the wealthy coast. First, chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it, dealing with us lot. Waper. Hello there. Lady Frost, good morning here. Warzy, hello there as well. Lady Frost, welcome to the counts. Warzy, welcome as well to the patricians. Ah! Another with the scarlet hair. You look fabulous here, Warzy. Greetings to you, sir. I'm basing my character's appearance and sort of their actions because my cat Mo is a cold-blooded killer. To those that don't know my cat Mo. So a little hint at how I'll be playing my character today. I saw somebody else. Black Raider, good morning, afternoon, evening. How are you doing? Welcome to the Chieftains. The stash is great. Counts. BVC, representing. An honor to finally meet your acquaintance, your majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Doom? My father is away at war. He'll be back. He'll be back. He just went out for milk. Directionless slaughter, directed slaughter. Depends. I won't harm the nobles as much, maybe, as the common folk. I care not for the common folk. Stats, oh, dang it. Sorry. I'm so used to hitting the stats. So sorry. Which way did he go to war? I was thinking he just went overseas, and we haven't seen him. wasn't thinking super far about it. I'll think of more later, though. I'll write a small biography after the stream for everybody that I play as. I want to build it on the lore first. A pleasure, your august majesty. It's Beehole, of course it is. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. With that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices, as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Not the right idea. No. I guess the deep lore will be that yes, probably Mo's father is dead already, but he is in denial about it. He did not want to rule the kingdom, but he will rule the kingdom. We will go path to victory first. Your Majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? It's this one, right? And I wish to be remembered not like my father, but as the architect of a new golden age. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years, you focus on improving your kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Ephra, thank you for kissing the ring, Ephra. Your fealty is much appreciated. And Pixel, thank you for the follow. How are you doing here today? Well, come on in. You have joined the patricians for the game. And Derezio, good morning. First day morning goes smoothly. Yes, it did. Actually, probably smoother than it should have. Our bus came early, which is I thought was very odd. Smallest, weakest nation. Smallest and weakest nation? Excuse me? The nation, which is unnamed, I think is always fun, is not the smallest. Ours is still loading. No, ours was supposed to show up, and came 7 minutes early, I think, from our scheduled time. It was our first day of school in our district, everybody. We have the coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens to your coronation. Let's just get this over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright. Throw that one up, get rid of this one then. If this is your first time playing, maybe this is your first council vote of the game. Truly, I do not play this game. It is you, the viewers, the council of nobles, get to play this game. And then, you're gonna type -- vote, space, your option here, A, B, C, or D. And since we are playing in a roleplay run, why I have that big block up there is to prevent you in a... Actually, hold on. I need to move it a little bit. I need to move it a little bit, like right there. There we go. So that you guys cannot see the direct consequences, the statistics of the actions that are going to happen here. And yes, thank you, Warsy. I mean, some of these people might know already, especially we have played this game around here a very long time. Many of our fans probably, many of my viewers probably know the meta and how to do everything already, but... Juniper, welcome on in. Pavlova, welcome on in. Juniper, you are a chieftain. Pavlova. Pavlo. You are a count. Saw somebody else. Derovic, welcome on in. You are a patrician. Spoilers. Nay, no spoilers. A roleplay run means yes. I'm gonna try. Remind me, because I'll sometimes just click back instinctively here. We're not supposed to know the stats. The stats don't matter. It's like the Drew Carey show. But what do we do here for the coronation? A, host a lavish party with jugglers and fountains of wine. B, force the commoners to swear a blood oath. C, throw the king into the river. D, the nobles must put on a vast banquet for the king. Chiefs are blue, yes. Chiefs are the blue team. Counts are the purple team. Patricians are the green team. Whose line is it anyway? I couldn't even think of what the name of it was. It's a completely different program, yes. Sorry. Mo, I don't like water. I'm Mo role-playing my cat, so no! Veto C! Maybe the most tyrannical thing I could do. And to prove that I am truly role-playing, because I don't usually like to veto or Monarch's Choice this option. Still in a good spot? Yes, it is. Rough and coarse gets everywhere. No. I remember Drew Carey lost me when they switched out of the Office for that. It was like the last season or two. And they were in... It was a completely different show. Alright. Looks like it will be B, force the commoners to swear a blood oath. Okay. That's how we wish to play it. The common citizens of the capital are lined up in the winding queue that loops around a dozen streets. One by one, they are brought before your throne, bowing and scraping. After a bit of prodding from your watchman, each citizen slices their palm, smears their blood on your boots, swearing their eternal loyalty. No amount of scrubbing will save your shoes after this. It's a little unsanitary. The last monarch to hold a blood oath ceremony was King Timian the Mad, who once declared war on the color blue. The peasants muttered darkly that another tyrant now sits on the throne. Another tyrant? Ew. Nay, I am not a tyrant. Estrid of the Mero clan, charismatic northern hero, stands precautiously on a longhouse crossbeam, spitting as he speaks. Estrid, Mero, with the bald. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not the imposter King Mo. How do we make this happen? Chiefs, how do you make this happen then? Do A, doppelganger, B, a prophecy, or C, hornblower? Then A will involve lowering your own defiance. We won't know what it is, but that will mean, staying loyal probably to your king for the moment. Raising authority. is B. Lowering all faith would be C. Enough nobles have voted. We will be doing B to bears. Prophecy. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Counts. Katota. I want to say Dakota. Katota. Dakota. Dakota? Katota. Katota. Katoka. Katoka. I see a casual Hoy playing today. I know, Marley. How are you doing? Katoka. Of the Lady Frost Iron Dynasty. Infamous Eastern enigma. Leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts. In ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We could bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Mo wears the crown. Just couldn't say it. I just couldn't say it. Thank you for kissing the ring, Marley. It's the Baron's ring. Just because today. Hope all is well, though, Marley. Thank you for joining us. The counts, how do you wish to win the game? Through A, subterfuge, B, ascension, or C, possession. A will involve lowering stability, B will involve lowering your own faith, C will involve lowering your own defiance. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one that he posted in Discord about? It sounded like that was very fun. Alright, ascension? It's not bad. The counts plan to induct the king into their secret cult, offer him immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the counts will lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Yeah, alright, I was reading about that in the Discord. It sounded cool. I should have guessed it was someone like you. Aspen, of the Ephra Bulbasaur family. Eccentric coastal rapscallion. Scribbles with a well-used quill and a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Long live the king. Forever and ever. Aspen. Fellow patricians of the coast. My claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Mo. Something must be done. Marley, welcome in officially here then. You are a countess. Thank you for joining us. Patricians, how do you wish to win the game? Through A, intimidation, B, conspiracy, or C, corruption? None of these will work against me. I'll have you know, Pats. To be a countess once more. I've been a count a lot recently. Like I'm a count in Kaji and Aslan streams at the moment. Patricians plan to sink the king under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the Pats must lower treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Alright. So everybody's goals then for the moment. Prophecy for the chiefs. They want high authority. Counts have the ascension. They want to lower their own faith. And then Pats have conspiracy. They want to lower the treasury. Indeed. Oscarian, welcome on in. Hello there. Welcome to the Patricians. How are you feeling here today? It is quite alright. Laws of the land. Unity will be my best option here. There is no late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. That's not just wizards, that's everybody. We'll go first. First things first. Pirates. Oscarian, you arrived because there were pirates. And here you are. You must do something about the pirates that have been plaguing the coast ocean trade routes. I lost a whole shipment of fine silks. They killed the crew, of course, who won't be cheap to replace. 300 gold, you lost 300 gold. I'm sorry, Oscarian. That does sound terrible. Ahsoka tomorrow. Mixed. I do like Ahsoka as a character, but not super hyped. No. Bert. What do we do here? Do we A, order the Coast Navy to patrol the sea routes? B, pay the pirates to leave your ships alone for a year? Or C, there's nothing that can be done? What are those colors? We are playing by the full roleplay rules here, Oscarian, and anybody new here today. Nobody's allowed to see the stats during the games. So you're voting based upon, what you feel you should be doing here. What your character wants to do. So no peeking, no peeking. As for me, then, I will simply start the vote. How do you get involved? Atherith, if you want to join the game, it is simply !join, and you will join on it, space your pronouns. You can join on in. Aslan is demonstrating right there then how to join. How are you doing, Aslan? And then you will you will join one of the 3 random teams that we have here. See, Aslan, for instance, joined in on the Chieftains. Atherith, then, it puts you on the Patricians, the green team. We see Defiance. Uh-oh. We do see Defiance. Make this even bigger. And so then, pretty good, thanks. Well, thank you for joining us here, Aslan. Hope you're good here. And then, Atherith, if you have any other questions, let us know here. But the crux of this game is that you are the Council of Nobles. I am the Monarch of a nation. You will be all voting together, and it looks like voting together. Look at all these colors: blue going A, green going B, purple going C. But we are doing sort of a challenge run today as well, where we are doing by role play sort of mode, where you can see normally this big square here wouldn't be here, but we are hiding statistics from everybody so that you all can vote based upon your hearts, based upon your minds, based upon your wallet, whatever your character would be doing. And then, yeah, Atherith, yeah. Monkey see, monkey do. And, some people do that then. You want to vote with your colors. Howdy, howdy. We are winning. Yes, we are, Michael. How are you doing here, Michael, through the Sarah? Welcome on in. And we will, go ahead here, then. And, we will pay the pirates off for a season. The way this game works, there are 3 events, then in a turn. So we're going to pay the pirates off in the summer of 948. They'll leave us alone for a year, we hope. Your spymaster arranges a meeting with the self-styled pirate queen, a woman who calls herself the Bloodied Gull. Lazy day? Lazy days are nice. In return for an enormous amount of gold, she agrees to put a halt to raids for 1 year. After that, she will require more tribute. The pirates' attacks cease. For now. Alright. Ominous. There is a new contraption. Your Majesty, a countess by the name of Marley wants to present you with a new invention. Your Highness, we are entering a modern age, a more humane age. Yet botched executions are commonplace. Decapitations where the head doesn't come off, or hangings where it does. No more! Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. I call it the Marley. She swishes away a cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for something to place their head, for someone to place their head, and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. You want to name this horrible thing after yourself? Why not? This is a machine of mercy. With a little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute the Marley across the kingdom. I'll bring it to the council, I guess. Ugh. Just sends a shiver down my spine. I mean, I must admit it is efficient. You won't regret this. But it, you know... It's kind of a little creepy, Marley. Do we A, fund a nationwide rollout? B, test it upon Countess Marley herself? Or C, ban this horrible contraption? What do the stats normally do? Well, the stats normally during the game will give or like what your goals are. You have something called a scheme. It's how you win the game with 3 stages to your scheme. You have to meet certain stat goals in order to complete your stages and win the game. So the stats also correspond to different roles during the game. If you have a military role and your military is high, you'll have a higher chance of winning the role. If you have a low military, you'll have a lower chance of winning the role. There are 3 stats for the kingdom: stability, authority, and the treasury. Every nation then has their own stats. That is farming, trade, the military, faith, defiance. What else did I miss? I missed one. And this, so for this part, they affect how you're winning the game, essentially. And if you still want to win the game, you can try to correspond to what your goal is. Every team has a goal in the game. As it is here. Luciender, welcome on in. And where do we see your goal? The patricians, what did they pick? There is an extension in the game. If you're on PC, it should be above me, like right here. If you get the extension, it can tell you what your faction's goal is for the game. I can't see it at the moment. If anybody, The extension is very helpful. Sir Slippity Slap. Not right now. The nephew went to school. Oh no. How sad. Thank you, sir, for the sub. The resub. Welcome on in. Lucy, welcome on in too here. Where did you land? Lucy, you're a countess. New friend, welcome on in. This is King of the Castle. A streamer versus chat game. Where if you type !join, you will join right in. But thank you, sir. We're doing starting a new roleplay run this week. I don't think whatever we decide upon here, nobles, do it together. I will call for unity in our decision. Here, Duvel. Welcome on in. How are you doing here today? You have joined the chieftains. Hope all is well here. And Sir Slippity, welcome into the game officially here. You are a count for the game. We are just at the beginning in the first sort of round of events here. Marley, our dear friend Marley, has invented an invention, a contraption that can be used for cutting off heads. A nationwide rollout. It does sound expensive. But I suppose we have no choice here. Rougemar, welcome on in. How are you doing here today? Thank you for joining us. You are a chieftain. Welcome to the game. Bald, we like Bald. We are friends with the Bald. Don't hit back. I wanted to hit back. Hundreds of Marleys are built in Eastern workshops and sent to courthouses all over the kingdom. Soon, you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. We are choosing the Honor Guard. But first, one evening, you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant comes in to your bedchambers, bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Who are you? Oh, me? Name's Quacking Tony, your Madge. Pleased to meet you. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if we tied a bunch of birds to a knot? I reckon you could field some aerial troops and totally dominate a battlefield. Before Quacking Tony can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? I love all of these events for the Honor Guard, especially the if you haven't seen, there's an arena event to pick your Honor Guard. That is the absolute best. Jupe, good morning. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. Yes. Kill him. He's speaking nonsense. Like all summer. That is fine here, Jupe. I've been sporadic the past couple weeks myself. Through having to watch my nephews from a tree falling and knocking our power out for a week and a half. The marshal's sword flashes, parting the peasant's head from his shoulders. Blood spurts across your favorite duvet. Marshal! If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Marshal don't play around sometimes. But before we make any rash decisions, let us meet all of our honor guard. First, tell us about the Northern Warriors. They're bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all. Can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest. But they're honorable, and in a fight, unbeatable. They sound like fun. The Eastern Knights, the Order of the Drowned Rose, are highly respectable. Oh, they'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in actual battle. They mostly like poems these days. So, do they even fight anybody anymore? I mean, come on, they sound like terrible bodyguards. The Coastal Gladiators. They're a gang of low-born crooks who turn themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable. But can you trust them? Foreign Mercenaries. A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly. In hiring foreigners, we'll betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. We'll be considered an insult to the rest of the kingdom. Is the former line. I've made my decisions. I wait your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. And who do we pick here? The knights? No, the knights did not sound like proper bodyguards. Poems? How will that protect me? The warriors, and so it must be between warriors and gladiators, I think. They both sounded like great, honorable choices here. Athrith, thank you for kissing the ring. The ring I wear changes every day, depending on who won the previous day's game. And let me change, I can change that later, I guess. It is a red ring today, simply because I like the Red Baron's ring here. This is so fun. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself then. I've been taking a few weeks off from this game in particular because I've been indisposed, but I love this game. You can see stats a little bit. Yes, you can. No. I can't do... Spoiler alert, I can't do the Foreign Mercenaries currently. Foreign Mercenaries you have to pay for, and I guess we don't have enough money to pay for mercenaries. And this is a hard choice, then. Personally, I am a Coastal Gladiator, sexy, oily boy myself. Oh my. But I think, Mo will go with the Northern Warriors. I will make the arrangements at once. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, singing and belching, roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Whew. Mo would get along... Yes, King Mo gets along well with them, I suppose, yeah. End of our first season here. We'll get to our first auction of the game. You will see... We'll get to see what the... This is another aspect of the game that you guys get to control here then. Exclamation point fund, space your choice, space how much you wish to bid during an auction. The list of the richest nobles was pictured all on the right here. Marley gained 750 gold then from her invention, so she currently is our richest noble. Oscarian lost a little bit themselves there. So everybody else otherwise has 1,000 is your starting stack. So, whatever choice you wish to do here. A, do you want to build the vote, exclamation point, fund, space A, the monument. B, the prison. A will raise authority. B, the prison will lower stability. C, the Grand Bazaar will raise trade for the counts. D, the observatory will lower faith for the counts. E, the Deer Park will lower farming for the pats. Then F, the theater will lower authority for the kingdom. Tap Comet, welcome on in. You are a count for the game. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing well here. 60 seconds is what an auction is, how much time you'll have during an auction. I'll tell you when there's 10 seconds left, because a lot of people like to snipe and get in their funds in the last 10 seconds. Are you familiar with the game, then, Tap, if you come in with a join? I usually assume people are. And see, look at it. Here's how it goes. Only the top 2 buildings get funded. If you have any questions, anybody during the game at all, let us know. F and E currently being funded. You can fund outside of your color, though usually your color is like what helps or might affect your region. Most of the time you're trying to raise your stats, though a few of the ones are trying to lower their stats. For instance, the counts right now want low faith. I know. Though vote with your heart, as I always say. 20 seconds left. If you're a theater kid who always wants to fund the theater, that is F. I like bell peppers, they're delicious. 10 seconds. It is A and D, A at 17:10. F now at 9:25, overtaking E. It is still F at 9:25. Got reinforced. Money shuffled around a little bit, but I think still A and F. Our faith right now, this is going to be a roleplay run here, Tap, where I will not showing the stats to anybody during it. Have you not? If you have it's a sort of a challenge run during the game. You will see me, I will put up these bars during the voting and during, like, the events. So we will not know what our stats are. I guess we'll see this, though. We will see during the auction that authority will go up and then authority will go down. So there's that. Black Raider, biggest contributor to A. Dervik, biggest contributor to F. But alright, yes, Tap. For instance here, I will go to a taxing issue. Well, I'll put up this, as you can see. A peasant comes to me. Your Majesty, help us! Chief Black Raider of the North has been bleeding as dry as... what is he doing? Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. It's true, Your Majesty. It's true. Chief Black Raider has been taxing his peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. There might be a reason for that. Black Raider, after that last auction, is now poor. And here he is himself. It's been a hard year, Your Hot Greatness. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. This is a matter for the council's consideration, then. And then, alright. What do we do? Black Raider apparently is taxing the peasants a little too much. Do we A, throw him in the dungeon to teach him a lesson? B, allow Chief Black Raider to keep overtaxing the peasants? Or C, do we have a royal tax collector take over the tax duties in the north? The tax is 700. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's 750 is the tax. But he has 0. Black Raider currently has 0 gold. But then again, he just spent his money on the auction. I do not have a personal stake in this as the monarch. Go vote how you wish here. He invested his money wisely, and now, well, as I think about it, did he invest his money wisely? And now, he merely wants a little more. Do we trust the chief? It appears that the, patricians do not. They wish to throw him in the dungeon. Okay. Gods be good, not the dungeon. Why would you take the side of some poxy villagers? Chief Black Raider is flung into your deepest cell and his ill-gotten gold confiscated. The other chiefs grumble at the imprisonment of their compatriot. And, I will show you guys this then, as Chief Black Raider 1235 has been imprisoned. But fear not, if you die, become imprisoned, or otherwise incapacitated in in the game, your son, your daughter, your child will regain your place on the council immediately. So I'm just showing that then, so don't worry, Black Raider, I'm sorry. It wasn't me, they voted for it. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Phew, that would be hard, this would be a hard game then. Because we often kill nobles around here. So our first death of the run. And, bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Majesty. It's still the first year. Where the hell did it all go? Couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you've been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. Marley, get some sleep, if you must here, alright? Sleep is important. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels. Perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, so I've heard. Alright, a few different options here during bankruptcies. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make some more coins. Take a hefty loan from Salvador Gaul. Sell off some of the royal jewelry. Or time to crack open some tombs. To Sledge, you say? What Pokemon would be the best at King of the Castle? Probably Mewtwo, or like one of the like smart ones, Alakazam. I would say like a psychic, you know? I know, I will take my time. Call upon my nobles. Anything, I don't think printing my own coins is be such a good idea. I wonder, I think we could take a loan, maybe. I don't mind that. Non-legendary. Sea King, Nido Queen, oh, look at them. What's the point in having a mint if you don't use it? I mean, bring up a good point. Bring up a very good point. I mean, loan, yeah, I don't mind the loan. Zach, thank you for lurking. How are you doing here today, sir? Yeah, not seeing exactly how much we have makes this a little harder. I think for the moment here, it'll be just time to crack open some tombs. That buried gold isn't doing anyone any good. Time to desecrate some graves. You order the royal mausoleum dug into and looted. The result is quite the bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Not everyone is as practical as your treasurer. The church denounce you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. It was just lying there. What's the matter? Finding a spouse. In the twisty passage of the castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. If there's one person you can't avoid, your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. Hi, Mom. Gosh. Hi to all the mothers out there. My own mother, Delilah W., might be watching in chat. Last I saw her, we were, getting the nephew on the bus to school. He's such a trooper. My mother was kind of hot. She looked good. She looked good. Shy, welcome on in. How are you doing here today? You are a count. Thank you for joining us here. I like you. You look great. Got the eclipse. Sweet, you're purple. Mother, is it really that urgent? Of course, don't worry. By taking the liberty of finding an eligible candidate, what is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Mother, I am not interested in love. My dear, who said anything about love? This is a royal marriage. Just tell me what manner of candidate I should find. You can always say no after you've had a good look at them. Mother, no. Bring me anything. Just bring me anything. Excellent. I'll send out a message to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. See what they have to offer. End of season. We check in with the chieftains. Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant king and the warrior who will overthrow him. A congregation of God speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposed ancient story, whispering excitedly. Praise Morgana! The spirits are genuine. Sneeze incoming. Then the gods are good, and we are blessed. Esther will be our queen. All hail the Lordwinder. Oscarian, thank you for kissing the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, fireball. Welcome on in. Thank you. Bless, is that a coincidence it comes up as we're blessing the king here? Thank you for kissing the ring, though, Oscarian. The nobles that are solid colored and shiny are premium nobles or people who own the game. If otherwise you do not own the game. Other benefits then to owning the game, you can customize what you look like. So all of these people, they can decide what their characters look like during the game. You can pick who you were at the very start of a game. And then you get selected more for events, is another thing about being a premium noble. Oscarian, thank you for praising the 9th. You can link, yes, you can link your game with a Twitch account even if you are not a streamer. And it's nothing, there's no pay to win or anything about it. And you forgot. You did forget. Thank you for kissing the ring. This can be played as simply a party game, not on Twitch, where you will get like a code, and then you can send your friends the code so they can play together in a browser. The party mode goes up to 27 or 28 people. I can't remember. I think 27 then. It is a Baron, the Red Baron's ring today, simply because cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Estrid's head. And right now, if you're new to the game, what is happening is the Chiefs passed their first stage of the game. Is it 24? All right. I know, school, Lady Frost, I put the nephew on the bus today. It was our first day. It came like 7 minutes early. It was crazy. The people of the North are rising. Gralhalla's warriors have already pledged themselves to us. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure that we keep the old ways of the North alive. Surely Morgana will bless us with power to crown Astrid. For the next stage of your chief's scheme, they must lower their own faith 4 or less in 4 seasons. So if chiefs reach stage 2 of their scheme, I guess I'll turn this off for now here during this. Do I want to? I will. I will for tax season. Highlighted message. This is our first tax season of the game. Every year, there will be a tax season, and there are 3 ways the monarch can tax the nobles. The cruel tax will raise defiance of the nation. Fireball, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying yourself here, then. If you have any questions, let us know. Explaining tax season at the moment here. I like tax season, though it gets very hard during Dynasty games sometimes. Cruel tax raises defiance of the nation. Gives 400 gold to the treasury. And you won't know. No, we do not know what your defiance is either. I think everybody's defiance is kind of low at the moment, if I had to guess. And takes 400 wealth from everybody. Common tax, no defiance swing, 100 treasury to wealth. The announced goals, the patricians want lower treasury. The counts want low of their own faith. The chiefs want low of their own faith. The bribe will lower defiance, lower the treasury by 700, and give 700 wealth to everybody in a nation. The Pats got the bonus this turn. They all gained 500 gold. Everybody else gained 400 gold. They're running insurance scams. It says so right here. They invented insurance. And, I don't want to rant about insurance or anything, but no. That is a bit of a scam, isn't it? Richest noble is still Marley, though a few Pats then crept up to the top thanks to the scam. Looking at the full list of people, it appears like the Counts are the richest faction. Merely because of Marley. Though, Moon... Cruel everybody. Moon is using a special channel point redemption that we have here in the stream, where you can tell me exactly what I should do. And the crueling everybody? The treachery is a little bit low. It would be it was otherwise at like 2,000, but this money for the kingdom is good for everybody, right? You nobles just hoard wealth. Outrage? Nay, you don't need to be outraged. The kingdom is poor. Do you not wish to help out everybody? Okay. Confirmed. It's confirmed! There's another channel point redemption that trumped it, but nobody played it then, so we'll just confirm that. And don't see that Defiance stat. Whoops. Should you just rebel? I don't think you can yet. You cannot rebel yet. We'll say, no, we cannot rebel yet. Pixel, how dare we talk of rebellion? In order to rebel in this game, your Defiance has to be higher than the Authority and Stability. Since we don't know what those are at the moment, I think Authority's high at if I had to guess. Accused. Somebody is being accused. Warzy. Your August Majesty, the pirates have been leaving us alone ever since you paid them tribute. But other nations, like the Republic of Kurth and Dania, have noticed that our ships aren't being targeted. They suspect us of hiring privateers to protect our trade routes and are threatening to boycott our goods. What should we do? What are privateers? They're like pirates, but they're paid by the government to disrupt other countries' shipping, while leaving their paymasters alone. That is kind of what we did, right? We paid, earlier in the stream, we paid the pirates to leave us alone. We didn't pay them to leave other people alone. Okay. A, privateers sounds like a good idea. B, send envoys to Dania and Kurth to explain the situation. Or C, a boycott outrageous. Let's boycott them right back. They're government, yeah. Privateers are just government-sanctioned pirates. Smart. That doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. Diplomacy? Oh, no. Maybe, though. I say whatever we do here, we must be united in our decision. I call for unity amongst everybody. Call for unity is one of my laws. If whatever passes gets a more than 50% majority, it will raise stability. And looks like a lot of people think privateers sounds like a good idea. It does sound like a good idea. We just made some money. So I think we can afford to pay the pirates to do this a little longer. Your spymaster arranges another meeting with the Bloody Gull, in which she agrees, in exchange for another boatload of cash, to do your bidding. Dun 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 dun. Your pirate fleet disrupts shipping even further. The patricians soon have unparalleled mastery of the seas. Okay, Pat's having mastery of the seas might come back to bite us. I don't think we wanted that, did we? The songstress. Ooh, this one should be good. Tap commit. Your Grace, a bard who calls herself the songstress, has been making waves in the east. Fireball, welcome on in. You remain in the game, and I still see you here, Fireball, on the chieftains. There you are, it is you! Yes, you can show up in the game. Her performances are attracting huge crowds. So huge, there have been brawls and stampedes as people push closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots grow worse. What can we do to nip this in the bud? Hyverax, welcome on in. Where did you end up? Patricians! How are you doing here today? Thank you for joining us here, sir. The songstress is apparently causing a bit of a buzz. What do we do about her? A. Ban her from performing. B. Ensure her shows have adequate security. C. Invite her to the palace for a private show. Or D. This is not a matter for the council's attention. I mean, this almost sounds like it's too below me. Why are we talking about this? Beyonce? Who was, I was thinking, who is this? Is this Beyonce? I might want to invite her. But, King Mo is inclined to think this is not a matter for our attention. Why are we talking about this? This is pop culture. We don't need to talk about this. I will simply Monarch's vote it. Which will give... Monarch's vote is 1 vote. On D for myself here. How are you doing, HyperX, though? Anyone new joining us? We are doing a roleplay run. That's why the giant block is up there, preventing us from seeing what the statistics of our actions will be. And we'll be playing this dynasty all week long. If you start off, whatever faction you are in today, you will play for the entire week. So if you are a chieftain, you will remain a chieftain. Counts, pats, pats. Your stats will carry over, your money will carry over. Neck and neck are C and D. Try to join. Oh, all right. No, you can't. We will. No one will be allowed to switch factions while you're in. I'm doing all right here today. I feel silly. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You can't switch at all, unfortunately. This is not a matter for the council's attention. Very well. I suppose we'll just have to let this bard continue to stir up chaos on my lands. Over the next few weeks, the riots around the songstress show get worse. There are several deaths. What is so special about this woman's music? What is so special? Eligible options. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. And a partner for life to have and to hold. Don't forget, Mother. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's meet the eligible candidates. Alright. One of the most fun parts of King of the Castle right here is picking your spouse. We get to meet them all first. Let's see. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. Pirates is what's happening, Marley. That's what's happening. This is Odwin, firstborn daughter of the Northern Rougemormar clan. She's your typical northern lass, big, brawny, and honest. The same way an axe to the face is honest. She looks... brings strength? I was going to mention, she looks quite small for a northerner. Even amongst the northerners, she made something of a name for herself as a fearsome warrior. People say she nurses a grudge, though. Alright, so, I may have judged a little too harshly then. She's small but strong. Nurses a grudge. She's got huge tracts of land. Okay. I can see the appeal. I suppose. We got pirates, yeah. We're calling them privateers, though, Marley. Alright. This is Desmond, eldest heir of the Eastern Luciander dynasty. Forgive the snooty expression. sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. Yeah, I can see, she just a... That Michaela Maroney sort of meme, the expression she's giving. Spends most of her time indoors, poring over musty tomes. They're obsessed with their family's legacies. Lucy, I don't know. I'm not too impressed at all. I don't think I've seen many blonde counts either. That's probably rare for them. I know, yeah. Whew. Doesn't sound the best. Don't see what all the fuss is about, personally. Finally, from the coast, we have Nestor, wealthy heir to noble patrician Athrith's estate. Athrith, this is then your son. He spends most of his time in the solitude of his villa, so I know little about him. The mystery partner. My son. Can you describe him then? He looks charming. The mask on the pat. That skin looks divine there. But really, we know nothing about him. The mystery box. Who can resist a mystery box? And if you're new to the game, the traits that they tell actually do tell you how your spouse is going to sort of end up. And the mystery one, yes, is a complete mystery. It could be worse. Could be a lot better. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions. But you'll gain a lifelong alliance. The last cookie? How are you doing here today? Welcome on in. You've joined the patricians here for the game. Rip the stream? Uh-oh. Rip! Count. Maybe do you think I'm doing good. Maybe it's just your internet. I don't know. I think I'm doing good. Let me know if you're having trouble here. I didn't like I'll say I didn't like Desmond too much, the Eastern candidate. Odwin of the North sounded alright. You know. I always try to choose love first. And then Nestor, so was Odwin didn't impress me enough, maybe. So maybe I'm sort of leaning towards Nestor. Nobody. Let's solve the mystery. I might go, yes. Mo is Mo intrigued by the mystery a little bit, I suppose. She looked cute. He looked cute, rather. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Which one did I click? You guys couldn't even see. Ha ha! Whom was it? Hiding in the church. In a tiny village far to the east, two counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. We check in right now with the counts. Another priest left my estate today, says Moon Clarinet. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. Pavel, I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb. Now we must not falter. If the king grows proud, we can offer him the ultimate reward, immortality. What did you miss? I picked a mystery candidate for our thing, for my spouse. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. So, alright, counts did pass their second stage. Now they want my authority to be high. We check in with the Pats. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's not empty. The king won't be tempted by our loan offers. Maybe we could arrange some kind of heist, says Pixel. Don't get ahead of yourself, Lord Patrician. This coup will be conducted entirely within bounds of the law. We have our principles, after all. Patrician's aim, lower the treasury 1,500 or less. So, Pat, the treasury is above 1,500. You did not pass your first stage so far. We do get, however, to our next law of the game. And there is a very good one, perhaps, for a dynasty run. Let's go a golden choice instead of the monarch's vote. Devotion for the counts. Tap commits comes to me again. Your Highness, ignore everything I said about the songstress. I was completely wrong. I hired her for a private performance to see what all the fuss was about. And by blood of the dead, I've never heard anything so beautiful. I was so moved, I immediately gave her all my money and the keys to my keep. I can't reveal this here. Tap gave away all of his money. That's 800 gold. Boom. Wait. What? What? Tap what? Yes, I'm living in the servants' quarters now, but it was worth it to hear her sing. You simply must invite her to the palace for a performance. Your Majesty, this is deeply suspicious. We need to do something. Apple King, yes, you can still join here. Exclamation point, join, space, and your pronouns. Anybody can join the game at any time by pressing that. Like Will Money, like just like that then. You joined in the chieftains here. And how are you doing here, Will? How are you doing here, Apple King? Thank you for joining us here. Apple King, then, you are a count. Thank you for joining us here. Okay. This is deeply suspicious, isn't it? Do we A, invite the songstress to the palace for a private show? B, order the spy master to investigate this phenomenon? C, ban her music? Or D, send an assassin to get rid of her permanently? Doing wonderfully. I assume you're a little familiar with the game then, Will, or anybody that comes in with the exclamation point join. But if you have any questions, let us know here. There's no option, no option to give you money. We are playing by roleplay rules here for this stream, where you can see the big block is covering up the statistics for the game. We will not reveal the statistics throughout the course, and we have to rely on your role-playing instincts, what you think your character would do, what you wish to do here. And, I must admit, King Mo, who I am playing as, it admits, yeah, this is getting a little, suspicious. The songstress Tap, our friend Count Tap, handed all of his good money over to the songstress.
Hey,
Apple King, thank you for the follow then. Appreciate it here. I think I think I trust my spy master. And I know you guys do too. And in order to influence the vote a little bit, I think I'll use what I just picked up, my Monarch's Golden Choice. Will be on B. The Spy Master is one of the most intelligent people in all the kingdom. She'll get to the bottom of this. And what does this do? Monarch's Golden Choice, anybody that votes for B here will get 500 personal wealth. It's a very powerful tool to be used by the king. Because it can be, the nobles can get very greedy. So you get 500 personal wealth. That's a lot of money. Some people have 0 at the moment. Your vote cannot be bought. Okay. The most united we've ever been. I do think her music probably is lovely, but this is way too suspicious. The most united we've ever been. Indeed. This, yeah, I cannot... There's something on the back of my mind about this songstress. So everybody... Investigator, absurd! The songstress has done nothing wrong! Don't worry, Your Majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this. Alright, thank you, Spy Master. Where's, don't worry about where the money comes from. Shh. The money canonically, the money comes... Maybe I minted after all? We'll say magic. I minted it after all. The Archbishop's request. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. What situation in the north? What are you talking about? Too long have the northerners been allowed to worship their heathen tree gods in brazen defiance of the ninth god. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm. I'll have to bring this to council. You have my express permission, or I won't hear any more of this. Be gone. Royal favor? Wink. It could be. Sir Slippity Slap, thank you for praising the ninth. Archie? I guess I can bring this to the council. Of course, Your Majesty. I would expect nothing less. Do we A, send missionaries to the north, or D, deny the Archbishop's request for a mission? Alright. There are godless heathens. The north is the chiefs. I won't do the tyrannical thing here and veto one of them. But I will do a cheeky call for unity here. Do we send the missionaries or not? The North currently is trying to keep their faith low, is their goal, so... But who's to say? Missionaries, it appears, alright, a few people in agreement, with the chiefs entirely against the idea. This is a erasure of our culture. We won't forget this, you rabid packs of tyrants. So, here... I'm sorry. The mission goes ahead, despite protests from the chiefs. The results are less than promising. After being run out of more than a dozen towns in the north, the missionaries head back to the capital with their tails between their legs. That was our first, what we call, roll for the game. Still, the Archbishop hopes that their preaching might have laid the groundwork for future attempts. And, it might not have been so successful, that roll. The royal marriage. And here is my pick then. I did pick the patrician. Your wedding to Nestor is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Nestor at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Nestor, turns bright red every time a toast is called in his honor. Aww. By the time you find yourself alone with Nestor, it's past midnight. If you've never felt more tired, Ethan, welcome on in. How are you doing here today? You are a count for the game. Morning, afternoon, evening. How are you doing here? You're now my mother-in-law. I could have not chosen a better one, I believe. Roswell, hello there. How are you doing here today? So have I. We will continue with my sort of normal schedule, I think, for this foreseeable future here. Roswell, welcome to the patricians. A beating, I mean a pounding. Hello. Alright. The Pat's choice, if you missed it, was the mystery one where we knew nothing about them. Apparently they're shy. We'll get... I hope you had as good a time as I did. You too? You both lapse into strained silence. Nestor gulps back his wine. So, tell me about yourself. Not much to tell, really. I like the outdoors. He lapses into silence again. All attempts to get him to talk more prove fruitless. Eventually, he makes his excuses, heads back to the spare bedchamber. Alright, so he's a shy boy. Mo's got this. I can woo him. I can woo him. You love him, actually. No. Alright, he sounds lovely. We can do this. It's hard sometimes to get your husband, wife, spouse to like you. But I think we can do this. They'll come out of their shell. We just gotta give them some space, right? End of season. Checking in with everybody then. On their first stage still are the patricians. They need the treasury to be at 1,500 or less. On the second stage are the chiefs and the counts. I can show this. We can show this. Thank you for kissing the ring, Juniper. On the second stage are counts and chiefs. Chiefs need their own faith to be 4 or less, so chiefs need a low faith. Counts need the kingdom's authority to be very high. We have a payment to the privateers. We may have been exploiting pirates throughout the game so far. Hyberx, hello there, coming to me. Our privateers have been paying dividends, Your Serene Highness. Our merchants are the most uncontested rulers of the Ghost Sea. Last week, though, they came to us asking for their yearly payment. If we refuse, they'll go back to attacking our ships again. Damn sea thieves. They've been very good for trade, your august majesty. They're certainly worth the price. Okay. Do we A, send the coast navy to destroy the pirates once and for all? We cannot afford B, our treasury is too low. Or do we C, stop paying tribute and hope they don't notice? Uh-oh. It appears we're running into a problem then. They have definitely noticed. Yeah, I think they probably would notice. I will call for unity here. Whatever decision we make, my nobles, it must be together. Oh, goodness. It appears that's a call for unity, means whatever passes. If it has a majority of the vote, it's very easy to win it on a 50-50 like this. So maybe meta playing a little, but... I will say, everybody, A is a roll. Sending the Coast Navy to destroy the pirates once and for all. Over the next few months, the Patricians' Navy systematically hunts down every last pirate ship in the Ghost Sea. Soon enough, the ocean is safe once again. Up and down the coast, dead pirates can be found swinging gently from the trees. Hooray! Yeah. My mentioning that was a roll, might have spoilered, that was a very low roll you guys just hit there. Okay. Okay. See, no problem. Pat's, very good job. Good work, Pats. Roll was 20%. Wow. Congratulations. Songstress Secrets. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to pass. I wasn't expecting that to pass. Good job, Pats. That saved you guys from a lot of heartache. Songstress Secrets. Your spy master silently appears at your desk. She's returned from her mission to investigate the songstress. You scan her for signs that she's lost her will. You look smug here. Spy Master, what's up? What? I said you look smug. She pulls a pair of plugs out of her ears. The songstress is a witch, drawing power from her lyre. It's made from magical wood. Some wizard who accidentally turned himself into a tree. When she sings while playing the lyre, people obey. But without that, she's nothing. Okay, alright. We figured out the songstress secret. Do we A, send eastern soldiers with earplugs to arrest her? B, hire a thief to swap the magic lyre for a mundane one? C, have a deaf crossbowman snipe her from a distance? Or D, do we allow the songstress to just keep playing? Now that we have this information here, I don't think we can't allow her to keep playing. I think we must do action here. Oxu the One, welcome on in. How are you doing here today? The Snipe? Dewey Sniper? You are a count for the game. Thank you for joining us. Happy Monday to everybody. Good to see you here. We're doing a roleplay run here today, Koksu, where the stats are hidden. Who would get the liar? I don't know. Maybe me. Maybe me. Whatever we need to do something. We will just simply veto D. And what happens here? I've seen all of these options before. So I don't have much of a preference personally. Old Swappy Doo looks like it's winning at the moment. That is B. No. Yeah, if you can steal anything, yeah. Yes, if I can steal anything, me. Never, yeah, I can steal anything, me? What kind of sentence is that? It's a weird sentence. Yeah, I can steal anything, me. Never done a job like this before. The thief is as good as his word. He swaps the liar while leaving the songstress none the wiser. As the songstress's next performance, she plucks her lyre and sings at the crowd to give her their gold. But they just stare at her, baffled. Doing mobster speak, is that what that was? Can't you sing your old stuff? From back when you were, you know, good? The songstress screams and rants at the crowd, but they just shuffle away, leaving her in an empty fingernail. Anyway, here it is. Meanwhile, the thief appears in your palace, holding the magic lyre in his hands. Uh-oh. Interesting bit of kit, this. Oh, no, but hold on. Hold on. Mr. Thief. Mr. Thief. Hand it over. Now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know my profession is thief, right? I find rhyming pretty tough, so just give me loads of gold and stuff. Wait. What? You show the thief down to your treasury and help him shovel gleaming piles of gold into special sacks he brought for the occasion. How clever of him. Now I command you to remember. Bugger. What rhymes with remember? Anyway, you get the point. Forget this or I'll disappoint. Forget everything that just happened. You go to bed with a raging headache. When you wake up the following morning, the past 24 hours are a blur. It's a shame the thief never came back with that lyre. And it's a pity that so much of the treasury went missing around the same time. So, in case you weren't paying attention, in case you're not sort of paying attention, then that might have cost the treasury a whole lot of money. What happened to that thief anyway? He was last seen on a fast boat to Russia, Decided he wanted to enjoy the sea air, perhaps. I do not have 0 treasury, no. He didn't take everything we have. But that, yeah, that cost the treasury a lot of money. Back from the hunt. Count Too Shy comes to me. Your Grace, you will recall the King Consort's recent visit to my land. No, I didn't know that Nestor did that. Not really, yeah. No matter. More importantly, your husband Nestor went on a hunt with some of my vassals and retainers. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. I will allow this good peasant to explain. Your Majesty. Spit it out, will you? It was the King Consort, my prize sow, princess. She was loose in the fields that day. We had her grazing. Your husband, your highness, he shot her. Is this the... No, this is not... This is not Quacking Tony, who we killed earlier. No, all the peasants just look alike. You shot a pig on your epic hunt? Hilarious. I don't remember it happening. Surely I would have apologized if I did. But please, your Madge, Princess was worth much more than my old farm. My family might not get through the next winter without her. All right. I gotta show you guys this real quick, because there are 4 options right here, but I can only pick one of them. So I believe at the moment my treasury is very low. Look at this. I can only pick one option, the one in the bottom right. Whoop. And, Quacking Tony the Second? Maybe this is Quacking Tony the Second. I'm afraid that Count Too Shy will have to cover your losses. What? But that's... Thank you, your majesty. You are most kind. Count Too Shy sets his jaw tightly, then nods. Your husband visibly relaxes his shoulders as the judgment is rendered. Alright. End of season. We'll check in with the patricians. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 pats of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's practically empty. The king is struggling to fund his ambitions. We're perfectly placed to offer him a loan. So helpful of us. Indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now watch me work my magic. Good evening, Lord Patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this visit? I heard about the king's recent money troubles. I thought we could both benefit to sign here. And here. This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I'll sign. The king will be pleased. Good night, Lord Patrician, and may the 9th bless you. See? Easy as pie. But it's not enough to bankroll the king. The rest of the kingdom must be in debt to us as well. To advance their scheme, the Pats must have the highest trade of all regions in 3 seasons. These ones are a little tricky in roleplay mode sometimes, but I think Pats have been doing good in trade. Thanks to the privateers, and then later destroying all the pirates. So I think Pats probably are doing good for this one. We get to our next auction of the game. Exclamation point fund, space your choice, space how much you wish to bid for an auction. Richest nobles pictured over on the right. Marley, still our richest noble at 2,050. If you need to know how much you have and you're on PC, there's an extension in the game. It'll be above me, like right here. I recommend the extension. Exclamation point fund, space A. The cathedral will raise faith for the chiefs. B. The observatory will lower faith for the chiefs. C. The monument will raise authority for the kingdom. D. The Thieves Guild will lower trade for the counts. E, the aqueduct will raise farming for the Pats. Then F, the stadium will lower military for the Pats. 60 seconds, only the top 2 buildings get funded. You can fund whatever color you wish. I cannot stop or extend the timer once it reaches 0. That is it for an auction. It's currently B and F. B at 1250, F at 400. There's 300 in A, 300 in D, now 50 in E, 100 in C. There's some in every single one of these, but it's still B and F. 1410 being solidified now. A at 550, less than 10 seconds left. D at 550 now, overtaking A. We are at 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds left. It is B and D. D shooting up at 1750. B still at 1410. It is B and D. Anybody else going to snipe on in? Still B and D being solidified. A got up some, but no, it is not enough. It is B and D. D. Marrow, biggest contributor to that. Lowering trade, and then for the counts. Fireball, biggest contributor for B. Lowering faith. The dryer lint. Don't fund the dryer lint. We don't want that. That causes fires. All right. Begging for scraps. Who is begging? My nobles. When Chief Rougemore enters the council chambers, their clothes are stained and rumpled, and their face is haggard. The servants have left my estate. The walls are crumbling. The kitchen is bare. You should be ashamed. Unfortunately, the Snalls have left my lands barren. I am utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. And, yeah, you have 0 gold. Did you just spend it all in the auction, though? Why are we to blame if you're spending your money at the auction house? Do we A, have Lord Patrician Hyverex is wealthy? He should help. B, the crown should provide funds from the treasury. Or C, we just tell him to deal with it. Boom. I don't want to give the... We're having trouble with the treasury as it is. I don't think I should provide it. Hyperex has... To tell you how much they have, 1,500 wealth. Gotta go with the deal with an option. I don't think I'm responsible for this. The crown doesn't need to provide you with this money. Will veto B. I don't know how much money gets exchanged in this, and it doesn't even say how much money gets exchanged. Both of these are rolls. It's something I will say. But you ain't getting my money. It's my money, and I need it now. Oh, hi, your greatness. When Chief Rougemore heads home, they send out their remaining warriors to hunt legendary ice giants in the frozen wastes. They return triumphantly with massive carcass, and the other clans shower Chief Rouge with gifts in hearty celebration. So You gained 300 gold from that, from the rating. There's a pagan prophecy. The Northern Chiefs, God Speakers, have uncovered an ancient prophecy. Let me guess, you think it's all fake? Of course it's fake. Nothing these pagan gods have ever said or done is real. This is but one of countless myths used to justify the behavior of immature heathens. What she means to say is the chiefs plan to use the prophecy to justify unseating you. True or not, many northerners believe it. Oh, ninth above. Quite. The prophecy tells, of an authoritarian king who was overthrown by a northern warrior, the savior of the pagans known by names such as the Thronebreaker, the Sword of Valtor, or the Lord Render. That's you, by the way. The authoritarian king, not the Lord Render. The prophecy calls for the collapse and death of all false gods, including the ninth, whom Nelquist will lead into the bubbling cauldron disguised as a magical pond. This is all sounding very heretical. Worse than heresy, Majesty. It's a lie. We must strengthen the church in the north. Besides falsifying their prophecy, it might even save a few misguided northerners. The pagans still blindly worship their old gods, however. If we don't act soon, the kingdom will be lost. Alright, this is a what do we do about the north? The north? Yeah. Are you guys been trying to overthrow me? Do we A, order priests to go north and decry the prophecy as false? B, invent a counter-prophecy? Or C, allow the prophecy to spread? No one will believe it anyway. My good council of nobles, I seek your assistance here. Something must be done about the chiefs. We cannot let... It's not C. Do we order priests to the north, or do we invent a counter-prophecy here? Hard to say. Nuh-uh. That other ancient prophecy smells bad. It's wrong. It's hard to say here. I'm wanting a golden choice something. I'm debating A or B. I think the counter prophecy will be our best bet for the moment. My husband suggests A. Nestor, my love. My husband suggests A. Maybe I go A. You just talked me into doing that, Ath? I'll go B. We'll go golden choice, Monarch's golden choice on B. Meaning if you vote for B, you get 500 personal wealth here. Counter prophecy. That's what I wish. It's hard to say, though. I never wanted to get involved in politics. Else. I was gonna vote it anyway. My father left the crown to me. I was the youngest son. He took my 2 brothers with him on his crusade. You have your scholars and theologians discover another prophecy which contradicts the first, written on older stone tablets found in the same archaeological site. The northern commoners are not so sure who to believe. You've bought yourself some time. The Chiefs' stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Alright. About my heir. Your marriage to Nestor has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough. You've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. That sounds quite morbid when you put it like that. Spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. It's a hunter pad, yeah. An odd one, right? It went about as well as expected. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head. That's what matters. You've done well so far, but something's still missing, an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. Bum him in a royal way, bring us an heir. I think it can still happen. Bed him till he can't walk. I think we can still do this. My husband and I will have a child together somehow. Alright? The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can, get down to business. End of season. We get to our next tax season of the game. I will leave that up there then, since the defiance will show at the bottom. There are 3 ways the monarch may tax the nobles. The cruel tax will raise defiance of a nation. Raise the treasury up by 400 gold, and take 400 gold from everybody in that color. The common tax is a mere 100 treasury to wealth, no defiance. The bribe will lower defiance, lower the treasury by 700, give 700 personal wealth to everybody in the faction. It does. It will work one day if I just keep pushing. As Dory says. The Pats, once again, invented more insurance. They got the bonus, making all 500 wealth. Everyone else only gained 200. Pats. Are Pats the wealthiest? Pats might be overall the wealthiest. They have more people over 2,000. Their lowest is 1,300. Chiefs, I think, are the poorest. We are my greatest. I think the patricians. Me and the patricians have been pretty close most of this game. Insurance too. Come get insurance too. Counts have more people, but they're not by far the wealthiest. They just look that way because they have more. I'm considering this, personally. More money for all here. But Sir Slippity says, nay, we shan't be doing that, huh? Now what? This right here would be taxing everybody, but Sir Slippity Slap is using a special channel point redemption that I have for the channel to tell me what to do. Bribe the counts and tax the rest for the good of the kingdom and the East. Good morning, Crystal. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. You bring up a very good point here, Slippity. Me and the counts, I know, I need to bribe the counts maybe a little bit here. They haven't been having the best of game, have they? They could use a little something. And I need to pay for it. This is outrageous. Busy morning. Thank you for being here. Hope you've had a good weekend here, Crystal. A busy morning is good, though. Alright? Get some things done. But, Sir Slippity Slap, I am inclined to do exactly as Slippity Slap says here. This is risky, probably Chiefs-wise, because I think Chiefs' Defiance is high. It's a lovely weekend. Aw. It was the first day of school today, Crystal. The nephew got on the bus. It was lovely. All right. Let's lock it in. Lock it in. That does change the richest nobles list pretty dramatically there. We see a whole lot of counts get up on the board. The Chiefs get even poorer. We're playing as you can see here, Crystal, and anyone new joining us, we are playing a roleplay dynasty all week here. So if you have time to join us today, Crystal, we have a golden choice, I must say. Where did you end up? Where did you end up? You are a chieftain for the game? Welcome on in officially here, Crystal. What's this? I can't see what this is in the middle. We'll leave that event for later. We do have... We'll get it out of the way. A contentious sale. Crystal, coming to me. Your Greatness, this is an outrage. Lord Magician, the last cookie, is trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Did you say, bear? It's not her bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventurer in the Tatterlands when Chief Crystal turned up, shouting and raving about Skirnor. So this is a fun event if you haven't seen the bear event. Tell me more about the bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She'd be a great addition to my menagerie. And who is Skirnor? The northern goddess of medicine and knowledge. The bear wears her mark upon her brow, clear as day. I suppose this is a matter for the council. Mark my words. If this bear is not brought to the north where she belongs, there'll be trouble. Alright. If it's sacred, Chief Crystal Eos should have the bear. B. Finders Keepers. Lord Patrician, the last cookie, can have the bear. Or C. Encourage a bidding war between the two nobles. Zweifrund, welcome on in. How are you doing here today? Guten Tag, here, sir. Load of barnacles. Zwei, was that a patricians? No, that was counts you ended up on. Thank you for joining us. I will veto C, and I love to, in a situation like this, I personally love to veto the option and make everybody choose who gets the bear. Either Chief Crystal or Lord Patrician, the last cookie. Guten Tag to you too. Hope you're well, Zweifrund. Happy Monday. Bear time. Who gets the bear? Chiefs or patricians? We're beginning a new roleplay dynasty, Zweifrund. And who wants it? Who do counts? Counts look like they're sort of going B. There's some Pats agreeing that A, even Chief Crystal should have the bear, though. Always wanted your own bear. It's fluffy. The fluffy one. The chiefs gratefully purchased the bear for an extraordinary amount from the Tatterlands adventurer, who can't believe her luck. Naturally, the patricians aren't happy to have lost their potential zoo exhibit. There's little they can do. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes. She's vast. Even on all fours, she stands taller than a wagon. She's transported north slowly and carefully, sedated by special herbs, followed by a stream of worshipping villagers. Chief Crystal is delighted that Skuranor's will has been done. Alright. There is an avalanche. Before you chiefs get too excited, a devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain, says Wilmony. There have been few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand? The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion. Right. Yep, go. Do we A, send financial aid? B, instruct the Archbishop to lead a memorial for those lost? Or C, there is nothing to be done? Well, Chiefs, I'm spoilers to what the stats are, because I'm trying not to pay attention to them too. But for most of the game, I've been favoring the Pats in decisions, I'd say. Not that it's super high. I don't know what it is. I think... Call for unity here. Whatever we do, we must be united in our decision. Do we help them out? Do we have the Archbishop lead her memorial? Or is there nothing to be done? Let the bear give them their aid. Indeed. It's neck and neck, A and B at the moment. Looks like we'll go B. Instruct the Archbishop lead a memorial for those who are lost. Unfortunately, the Archbishop decides to take the opportunity of the memorial to blame the disaster on the victims, claiming the Ninth God has punished the North for their pagan ways. The chiefs are furious. Victim blaming from Archie? I expected better. Prying eyes. Moon Clarinet comes to me. Your Grace, you are of course the greatest king of this century. Moon... Enough of the flattery. Is there something you're after? Your Highness, I seek only to tell you the truth as I see plain. But your power could be even greater. Death comes for us all, but what if it didn't have to? What if you're the greatest king of all millennia? What are you saying? Simply that there are opportunities for your reign beyond what you may have imagined, Your Highness. I believe you are strong enough to take them. I can arrange more meetings so that we may discuss the matter further. The door bursts open. Aha! So she got to you first, no matter. The Counts have agents everywhere. They've been building up your strength. There's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers. It's a trap! What a tale! All we want is to help their king. I'll have to hear more about this another time. Countess Moon shooks you a quick smile and a nod. The High Inquisitor looks furious. This is heresy of the highest order. The Council must know. Do we A, force the monarch to officially refuse to join the cult? Officially. B, prevent the counts from sending and seeking private audiences with the king? Or C, leave the counts to their business? I like it because my arm gesture for the official refused to join. Wink. What I do in my... tap? That is true. What I do in my own time is of none of your concern. The Count's burn... What? They're doing nothing wrong. I mean, Mo himself almost loves C here, leaving them to their business. I punished them. It's true. I did. Warzy, I'm trying to have a kid, alright? Any way possible. That's what that noise is. I think I'll officially refuse to join the cult. And maybe I'll Monarch's Golden Choice it. Wink. With a wink. I'll officially refuse to join Wink. With a golden choice, golden choice means if you vote for A, you get personal wealth. Wink, wink. I will officially refuse to join. The gameplay-wise, I don't think this is going to help us either, though. But 500 wealth if you vote for A here. No cult. Of course not. There's no cult. Preposterous. The nobles that leave you no choice. You sign a statement saying that you're not interested in immortality. Not one bit. Not one bit. Immortality? Pah. We check in with the chieftains. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Estrid, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bone, surrounded by god speakers chanting in a foreign tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby, doing the southern voice, hereby crown you Queen of the North, the Lord Render, soon to be Queen of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor, glory to Morgana in the North. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false king in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. Chiefs of the North, how do you win the game? This is your third stage. Do you A, lure the king to the north and to sacrifice him in a pagan ritual? Or B, sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods, call upon them to intervene? Chiefs only then, this is your how do you win the game. A will involve lowering your own defiance. As we've been mentioning, I think it's pretty high at the moment. Raising your own farming? I have no idea what you're farming. Your farming would be mid-tier. I don't think we've had much farming going on. But what do you want to do? Lure me in? Or sacrifice goats? Mm, mm. Goat, 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 goat. So it will be. Send out the word. Every citizen of the land must provide a goat for the butchering. But first we drink in honor of the gods. More cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage, chiefs, raise your farming to at least 5. So it's probably not high. While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. How delightful, says Moon. The king is drunk with power. He's mandated statues of himself be built in every major city. All sculptures are doing well, I hear. Better still, it means the time is ripe. Ads. Goat ad. We'll pause for station identification for a moment here. And it appears then, yeah, that wasn't enough to stop the counts. Counts will be moving on as well. The time is ripe. The walrus said to talk of many things, of ships and shoes and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. I mean, come on. But I was thinking, should we really show the king the true secret of our groups? I thought that was the point, immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be kept secret. What if we pulled the wool over his eyes? Counts? I don't need to put that up. What am I doing? How do you wish to win the game? Will you A, plan a false immortality ritual for the king that will kill him? Or B, induct the king into the real secret society of immortal blood drinkers? A will involve, yeah. This is sort of the choice that the chiefs had too. Lowering your own defiance for A or raising your own farming for B. Are you saying to the chiefs we can do it better? And getting B here, raising your own farming? Okay. It is tempting then. I know, it's kind of like that. Very well, we must prepare for the ritual. Yes, I'll begin appeasing the spirits of the soil, but first we must enrich our lands. By blood of the dead, it won't be long now. For the final stage, raise your farming to at least 9. So, that sounds harder, but for the most part, it'll only give it like plus or minus 2. So you probably have a lot higher farming than the chiefs currently. That's why that is that. Let's go... I'll get rid of Unity and put in Royal Gamble, because why not? There is Northern Outrage. Wilmony, I demand the Archbishop apologize for insulting us at the Avalanche Memorial of the other month. We may worship different gods than the rest of you, but we're all citizens of the same kingdom. We deserve respect. We had an avalanche last season where Archie just went and preached and victim blamed. Do we A, sack the Archbishop and replace him with one who will keep his mouth shut? B, order the Archbishop to apologize. C, stay silent on the matter. Or D, declare the Archbishop has the king's full support. I think, yeah, we did not send you up there, Archie, to simply, make fun of the chiefs and victim blame. So King Mo kind of likes A and B. He does not like having this undermine my authority. I like B, A, or B, in a way. Maybe I'll... praise the 9th. Ephra! Thank you for praising the 9th. I'm gonna Royal Gamble, then. Gamble on maybe B. Royal Gamble, if it passes, adds 600 gold to the treasury. If it fails, subtracts 200. So I might as well. Let's do it here. I'll do it on B, though I don't mind A either here, suppose. Full support? I don't give him my support. Should I have vetoed D? Archie overstepped his bounds here. He went in like a bat out of hell. Out of the night. Close one. But looks like we will, looks like Archie. Hand in your papers. It wasn't a golden choice, no. Just a royal gamble. Just fine, it didn't pass. 2 burly officers drag the Archbishop from the church, still dressed in his striped pajamas. His replacement is installed before nightfall. The Archbishop's sacking satisfies the north, but the rest of the kingdom is in shock at such treatment of a holy man. In sermons up and down the country, priests preach that you are a tyrant. I know. Yeah, this is it doesn't show it here, but Archie, yeah, this is Archbishop II, right? He looks very similar. The deceased. The elderly Lady Patrician Demetria, a cousin many times removed of Lord Patrician He Pixel, died in her sleep last night. She was nearly 90, would you believe? Why are you telling me this, Treasurer? She was very wealthy, Your Majesty. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will. The nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Lord Patrician Demetria was my relative. I wrote her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. Slippity slap. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By the 9th, that's a pitiful claim. Right. A. Do we give the estate to Lord Patrician He Pixel? B. Do we give the estate to Count Sir Slippity Slap? C. Do we redistribute the estate among the coastal peasants? Or do we D. Claim the estate for the treasury? Golden Juniper, that did cross my thought. Everybody wins in that scenario, right? But I already have you guys calling me a tyrant. I don't think I will. I think, yeah. I don't mind exactly who it goes to, so long as the peasants don't get it. The patrician, the count, or say if you want your king to have it. Either way. Just as long as the filthy peasants don't get it. Pat's going for their choice. Count's going for theirs. Chief's going for me. Pat's in full number, though. Even getting a chief to help them out. Lord Patrician He Pixel has 1,800 in his coffers already. Slippity Slap has 2,700. Count Sir Slippity Slap shakes his head, muttering with his friends about favoritism in the council. But Lord Patrician Pixel and the other patricians are delighted. They even send you and the treasurer a gift basket as a token of their appreciation. Hey, thanks. You Madge. You trust the situation is resolved. I like gift baskets, they're nice. We have the fine print. Your Majesty, do you recall the loan agreement I signed with the patricians? No. Did you even tell me about it? Your Majesty, I sent you the contract. You stamped it with the royal seal. I stamp 50 things a day. I can't read them as well. I see. Next time I'll run it past you in person. It turns out there were some hidden catches. See, the interest they're charging looked very reasonable at first, but it's doubling every 2 weeks. Before long, things will get exponential. We're in trouble, aren't we? We're too busy. We're thinking about the counts and chiefs, and the Pats are sneaking up on us, huh? Luckily, the patricians aren't pressing us for repayment yet. There are signs that they're tricking the other regions into similar agreements. There's a trade powerhouse, the main economic engine of the kingdom. We need to call a council vote to stop the Pats before it's too late. Whew. Uh-oh. A. Do we hit the coast of the punishing trade embargo? B. Pay off the other region's debts from the treasury? Or C. We can't do anything about debt? What are we, economists? Economists? Fair deal? Embargo the loan shark. I think maybe an embargo can work here. My immediate thought is, yeah, we have to do something about them. That might be A. This is my thoughts, council thoughts. Punishing trade embargo. And paying you guys to do it. Monarch's golden choice on A. Even the Pats will vote for it now. Right, Pats? Look at them. Look at them wait. Ass can't be bought. Can't be bought, a couple of them. They'll wait until it's out of reach, then they'll come and vote. Indeed. Indeed. All right. You call an embargo on goods from the coast, angering the patricians and crippling their economy. It's bad news for the rest of the kingdom, too. A lot of people rely on those goods. This is an outrage. We've done nothing outside the bounds of the law. Besides, you need us. You can't keep this up forever. Is it a coincidence that it's one of the people that voted for C? Maybe. Derovic, outraged. He's right. After a few weeks inundated with the complaints from merchants, you're forced to lift the embargo. But the coastal economy has taken a body blow. End of season. We check in with the Pats at the villa. Sitting on a bench outside his sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Let me show you something. These documents represent the accumulated debt of all the regions in the kingdom. How did you manage that? I thought they'd know better than to accept loans from us. Oh, they did. But there are plenty of independent money leaders that'll take loans from over the years. Begson, Kurth, Atish, and Tavolin. I bought up all the debts from themselves for myself. Pats are still going to move on, though. It was not enough. Tavolin was so pleased with the generosity of my terms, they even offered us an alliance. If the patricians are ever in trouble, Talvanese soldiers will come to our aid. Genius! So now the chiefs and counts owe us half their wealth, and the king owes us absolutely everything? Indeed, all that's left is to decide what we will do when it's time to collect. Patricians, what do you do? A. Graciously forgive all debts in exchange for the throne. Or B. Squeeze every last drop of gold from the kingdom. There's not a third farming option, unfortunately. A will involve raising the stability of the kingdom. B will involve raising your own military. One of these over the other, Pats. Looks like A, stability. Forgive all debts in exchange for the throne. The peaceful solution. I like it. For this to work, the kingdom must be stable. If the rule of law collapses, nobody will care about paying their debts anyway. Agreed. What do you think, my soon-to-be monarch? It's not the way I'd choose to ascend to the throne, but it's a damn sight better than sitting around my villa twiddling my thumbs. For the final stage, Pats must raise the stability of the kingdom to at least 6. So Pats want prosperity in the kingdom. We'll show it here. Everybody on their 3rd stage. The chiefs and the counts need their own farming to be high. The patricians need the kingdom stability to be high. So, alright, good luck to everybody. On the verge of rebellion are the counts. In order to rebel, your defiance stat, which we can see then right here during the rebellion, is 9 currently. Alright, so counts got up there. You can type !rebel. You're not rebelling yet, Tap. New players in the game, then, in order to rebel, if you're in that color, your defiance stat must be higher than the authority and stability of the kingdom. So right now, counts have been having it the hardest so far. So my, I think it's my authority's probably highest, and then stability. You would need 5 votes in order to rebel, !rebel. An irksome legacy. Your Majesty, about the treasures of the late Lady Patrician Demetria. I heard there was a necklace of rubies amongst them. Where is the necklace now? This is of utmost importance. I assume that Lord Patrician Pixel has it. That's who he gave it to. And he'll have no idea of the danger by the night.
Hello, Moto.
Who's calling me? Alright. Interrupting. It's a scam likely. Do we talk to them? No, don't talk to them. Don't even mess around with them, is what I say.
Hello, Moto.
Don't let them know that the number exists. No idea the danger by the night. A frail monk in the 7th century wrote of a ruby necklace that drove those around it to sin. Thank you. It's default. The honor guard are the patricians. Or are the chiefs? They're the chiefs. That's right. I was debating patricians or chiefs. They were chiefs I picked. I believe the late patrician Demetria has had it in her collection. Oh, after all this time, it may have surfaced. A rebellion victory, then, is different than what everybody is doing right now, like the scheme victory. A rebellion victory might involve your military going against the other ones, since we don't know what militaries are right now. I don't think the counts is too high. So I wouldn't recommend, I guess, personally, Rebellion Victory if you're... But if you're angry enough to rebel, counts. This proof seems flimsy, Inquisitor. The High Inquisitor draws herself up to her full height, fixes you with a steel glare. You doubt the word of a 7th century monk who is known for his wisdom? The necklace should be destroyed. It could be tested, but the holy regents could be expensive. You call the council to discuss the situation. Lord Patrician He Pixel looks exceedingly anxious. I'm sure there's no reason to seize the necklace. Your esteemed highness, surely the High Inquisitor is mistaken. A. Do we hand over the necklace to the Inquisition? B. Ignore the High Inquisitor's concerns. Or C. Have the necklace tested for unholy influences. You know, I'm not liking Mo has got a distrust of the church. We've already replaced the Archbishop. The High Inquisitor herself here is just going off the deep end too. I don't think we hand it over to her. Maybe the gamble on like C is what I want to do. I want to do C. Royal gamble maybe on it. The royal gamble doesn't give you money. It's the C. If C gets passed, 600 gold goes to the treasury. If it doesn't get passed, I lose 200 gold for the treasury. But I think, yeah, I do not trust the High Inquisitor here. I think we need to test the necklace. Let's go ahead. Yep, no. Yep, don't see. Lord Patrician He Pelix reluctantly brings the necklace to the capital, and the High Inquisitor takes it away in a leaden box. She returns after a few days with an implacable inspection. We had to destroy the necklace, and it was irrevocably tainted and host to numerous dark spirits. When word gets around about what happened, most of the coastal peasants agree that it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to evil jewelry. The Archbishop also sends a nominal fee to Lord Patrician He Pixel as an apology. Pixel, a nominal fee is 15 gold. Huzzah! Sorry we took your necklace. Here's probably the lowest amount we will ever give you. 15 gold. A curious discovery in the north. Wheel money. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. I remember that, vaguely. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of my ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Uh-oh. Okay, A, do we send a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins? B, send a team of scholars from Quail University? Or C, order the tombs shut back up? I think Quail University. I don't think it has a canon location in the game. It's done. That's just the general location in the kingdom. It won't. I think Dungeon Dive. Dungeon Dive sounds good. I think the Warriors. We send in the Warriors. So I believe Golden Choice on A. Yes. Golden Choice will give you 500 personal wealth for voting A here. Renowned Northern Warriors. Volunteers? Who are our most rabid? Black Raider the second. Can send them. They've already raided something once before. The North has no short supply of Northern Warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There's a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around. The chiefs finally settle on a champion named Hrothgar, known for juggling live scorpions. He will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. You hope to hear back from them soon. My heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask the crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented stability of the kingdom. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Ethan? This is Little Mo the Second. Or M2, as I call her. How exquisite, Your Majesty. I'm sure Little Mo the Second will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. There are 2 votes to rebel currently. It would need 4 if counts want to rebel. Not sure if they should or not. Linger for a second, but we'll go. We will go. We'll get to our next auction of the game. Exclamation point, fund, space, your choice, space, how much you wish to bid for an auction. Richest nobles pictured on the right. We have a lot of rich counts. Look at that. 4,400 for Apple King. 4,200 for Lady Frost. 3,900 for Too Shy. This could be a crucial auction for the moment. A, the Deer Park will raise lower farming for the chiefs. B, the fortress will raise military for the chiefs. C, the aqueduct will raise farming for the counts. D, the observatory will lower faith for the counts. E, the grand bazaar will raise trade for the pats. And F, the library will raise stability for the kingdom. Not a bad auction. 60 seconds. My ambition is trade, is what I picked. Sort of just because. I don't think trade, and how's it going? Trade may be doing alright. I know trade's high for the pats. I think it's a little bit high for the counts. Group funding. Everybody's money matters in these. Group funding is how you get these done. B and C. B immediately getting a lot. C getting 966 as well. Aqueducts. Very valuable there for the counts. Though B, chiefs trying to raise their military up. Now does B and F getting funded here. That is what the Pats want. They want a very stable kingdom in hopes that I will simply descend from the throne. 30 seconds, we're halfway through. B at 6,900, nice. F at 46.34. There's 39.66 in C. So it's a three-way race, it looks like, between B, C, and F. C is right behind at 44.66. F being funded 56.39. 6,900, still 9 in B. 10 seconds left, still B and F. C at 47.16 needs just about 800 left. There goes C. There goes C and F. C and F, it looks like it's going to be. Did E sputter out at the end? It might have. It will be C and F. C. Too shy, biggest contributor to that. Raising farming up for the counts. Last cookie, biggest contributor to F. Raising stability. Still on the verge of rebellion. Drowning in debt. As you enter the council chambers this morning, you find a fleet of servants running back and forth, piling documents behind your throne. The pile is taller than a horse. The treasurer is supervising, biting her nails nervously. Lord Patrician Darovic stands beside her, radiating smugness. I gave explicit orders not to be troubled by paperwork. Your Majesty, you're early. I haven't worked out what to do yet. These are your debts to the patricians, your Supreme Majesty. I was just collecting them in one place for you. Aren't I helpful? Airhawk. Hello there. You are arriving for what might be the end. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, aren't I? I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't read the contract carefully enough. Airhawk, you are joining at what might be the end of a losing count's effort. 1,000 gold in your coffers here. You owe us about 20,000 gold next week. That's your first interest payment. Like hell, I'm paying you a penny. Then we have a problem, don't we? As you were talking, more nobles have begun streaming into the council chambers. They've been listening with obvious concern. Hang on. This is clearly an unfair agreement. You can't hand over your debts over the king like this. Thank you, Apple King. Ah, Count Apple King, I'm glad you brought that up. If you search this pile, you'll find a great deal of your debts there, too. Oh, and how do you plan to enforce that? Glad you asked. I've made arrangements with powerful mercenary companies from Atish and Valamir, who will receive a substantial portion of the debts if they help me recover it. But don't worry. I'll forgive all your debt payments if you support me in collecting what I'm owed from the king. This is outrageous. Sorry, Your Highness, but I've no choice. You have to give Lord Patrician Darovic what he's owed. It's only right. Shut up, you traitorous little freak! By the blood of the dead, how dare you! You could bankrupt the kingdom and not pay off half your debts. Or you could hand over the throne and we'll call it even. Think carefully before you answer. Just business, baby. Try to fight back. So be it. The ensuing civil war is brief and relatively bloodless. Terrified of having your own debts called upon, the counts and the chiefs unite against you. Your small royal army is flattened in less than a week. Relatively bloodless, of course. You're unlucky enough to count among the casualties, hit by a stray arrow as you looked upon the palace battlements, surveying the besiegers. The arrow hit you right in the eye, despite the care of the royal physician, right in my friggin' eyeball. Ow! who pours honey and wine into the wound on the principle of, who knows, it might work. You die soon afterwards. Who did that? Ah, well. At least you died a king. Headshot. GG to everybody. And Airhawk, thank you for coming in, even if it is at the end. Hope you're doing well here, sir. Right at the end here. Good game to everyone, but especially to the patricians. With a bit of a come-from-behind victory while the other teams were fighting. Was it the deaf crossbowmen? It might have been. King Mo's reign ended in fire and war, with jet-witted nobles marching in rebellion at the patricians' insistence. In the end, a stray arrow changed the course of history. The chiefs decided that time must not have been ripe. I know, it feels cool when that happens, doesn't it? The prophecy was quietly forgotten, but all except the God Speakers, who waited for the right moment to rise. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to the castle to brood. Their olive branch was rejected, the secret of eternity, that they had guarded for aeons. They would not be so kind again. Squatting atop their depths like a dragon, the patricians milked the kingdom like a prize cow. Monarch Aspen ascended to the throne amid much pomp and ceremony, but the patricians would soon be surprised to find that their claimant was less of a puppet than they'd hoped. Alright. GG's then. We will continue this game tomorrow then, and all this week we will continue this dynasty. Tomorrow, however, King Mo the Stern will not be anymore. It will be Monarch Aspen. 2 years, 6 months, the median reign. Nestor of the coast, my lovely husband. The Apple King, the wealthiest noble for the day. Wilmany, thank you for the follow then. Hope you had a good day today. This was a very good game. Black Raider, one amongst many of the poorest nobles. A few people, yeah, the Pats needed that last auction to win. So Pats, very good job. Athrith, thank you for the follow as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed the game here. We will see the stats at the end then. Is one thing I decided we'll do for this roleplay run. So what happened? Count's Faith started going up. Look at the Count's Faith will be at 5. Counts ended up being the most defiant there. Chiefs got a lot of military. Counts farming was high, and they were like 1 away then at the end. Patricians with the highest trade. So, alright, if you have not played this game before, when we play the game tomorrow, everything then will carry over. We will still hide the stats, though I'll let us peek at them at the end here. We'll still hide the stats tomorrow. But your gold will carry over as well. Apple King, should you play tomorrow's stream, you will have your 4,200. Black Raider will have the 0. Everybody will have their amount of money. But we'll play one game here for today. Thank you all for joining on in. Hopefully everybody had a good time. So my return to King of the Castle after a few sort of weeks off from it. Doesn't appear that there's anybody else streaming it at the moment, unfortunately. So we'll raid out to somebody else who is on right now. What are we in the mood for? Thank you, Crystal. My past few weeks' schedule has been stopped me from playing this, or at least streaming this, in the past few weeks, but I think I'll be able to get back to normal now. Alright. How about Techno's on? How about we go say hello to Mr. Techno Locker? If you've not met them. He also streams a lot of King of the Castle, though he's streaming, it looks like, just chatting right now. Or he's playing games and demos. I think he might be playing Jackbox while he's drawing. If you've not met Techno then, Techno also plays King of the Castle too, so... Thank you guys for joining in today. We will continue all week with this dynasty. I have other plans ahead then that I'll try to keep everybody informed about. I know at the very least we'll play Hoi Dynasty a little bit coming up soon. My 1100 year plus reign. Well, I'll try to sneak in a couple games of that starting soon. I'm gonna play World of Warcraft again soon because Brewfest is coming up. So anybody that wants to play that with me, let me know. I'm a huge WoW fan. But everybody, remember, you are better than you were yesterday. Think of how awesome you will be tomorrow. Join me again tomorrow, then. I will try to roleplay as maybe a more Pat-like character tomorrow, since the Pats won there. Appreciate everybody for hanging out, though. Have a good day. I'll see you all later.